My Biotonians, my warriors of 12th standard, welcome to the Sure Shot 150 plus physics session for NEET aspirants. With me, Shreyas, your physics master teacher who leads the physics department at Vedantu. Good morning, Vanakkam, Bonjour, Namaste, कैसे हो सब लोग? Hi Reshma, hello Vishal, hi Kavya, राकेश, अनकी, कीर्ति, अफीफा, जोश कैसा है सब लोगों का? How is everyone? Are you guys excited, nervous? How is your feeling from inside? Well, let me tell you, don't worry, I am here right now. We are going to revise the physics portion via questions. I hope you have seen my formula revision session where I had discussed some concepts and formulas from all the chapters of physics. How many of you have seen it? Please raise your hand, raise your finger, raise your hand, guys, if you have seen the formula revision session. Mixed emotion, says Reshma. Yes, I'll be speaking in English. Thank you, Rinki. Hello, Pujita. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so in case you have not seen it, please watch it again. And if you feel like revising through the session, put on your headphones when you are relaxing, or probably when you are just having your dinner, या फिर maybe you are just in the bathroom. तो headphones लगा लो, put those formulas and let that formulas run in the back of your mind. सो रहे हो तभी भी लगा लो, so that the formulas enter your head. Do that. That's how I have made that session. Okay, cool. Good morning everyone. Nice to see so many of you raising the hands, and those of you who haven't, please watch it. All right. तो आज का session is all about problems. And if you do not know me well, I am Shreyas. I am the physics master teacher and I have been training kids for a very long time. And I am very lucky and proud to tell you that many of my students and all the people whom I have mentored are doing very well, extremely well in top-notch institutes in our country and even abroad. And मेरी यही उम्मीद है कि I produce some amazing doctors out here and who are probably going to remember this channel, and probably all the amazing master teachers who have been guiding you throughout, the last few years. So guys, with this, let's start the session. And if you want to know more about me, you can follow me on my Instagram handle. Well, let's get going and let's launch our Sure Shot 150 plus questions, and let's get going. Is this session enough for 100? Yeah, DK, my session right now plus the formula revision session will be good enough for 150 also, bacha. Okay? So if you understand all the concepts properly, if you see how I am solving and see the pattern of the questions, and if you are able to apply the same thing in the examination, and if you are able to recollect all the formulas what I have given in the session, the last lecture, trust me, 150 plus पक्का मिलने वाला है तुम लोग को. Yes, the formulas का PDF नहीं है बच्चे. Reason being, I have written it on the screen. Whatever I write on the screen cannot come on the PDF. That's how the technical aspect is. So, it won't come on the PDF. In fact, think of it like a workbook. You only practice it again and again. Okay? When you write, then it enters your head. When you see, it won't enter your head. Remember that. All right. Let's get moving. Everybody is on fire. Thank you, Ananya. Thank you, Harsha. Anjali, all the best. And don't worry, I will give you and wish you all the good luck and my best wishes towards the end. So let's get working. So the first question coming up on your screen right now. Here it is. So based on, I think, current electricity, now the potential difference between these 2 points in the figure is. Now I'll explain the concept and I'll tell you what you need to do. See, you can also post the answers meanwhile while I'm explaining the concept. Whenever you have a complex circuit, okay, maybe this is some complex circuit like this, you can choose any loop which is there. Maybe I can choose this loop like this, okay, and I can go around that loop, and as I go across that loop, I will encounter devices. The voltage difference across each device that you encounter, if you add them up, the total voltage will be 0. So if you start from here and go around this loop and come back over here, voltages across each device when you add them and come back will be 0. But that is your Kirchhoff's voltage law for a complete loop. You also have Kirchhoff's law for incomplete loop, wherein you don't have to start and end at the same place. You start at a point and maybe end over here. Then you might have some potential here. This device might give some rays. This device might give some drop. This device might give some rays. So adding those differences, I will get the potential at some other point. It is called as incomplete Kirchhoff's voltage law. What is it called? Incomplete voltage law. How to apply it? Why am I talking about it? Because you can see this is not a complete loop. If you notice, this is not a complete loop. You start at a point and get at the other point. So ऐसे situations में what you need to do is visualize, guys. Imagine there is a Pandu, okay, on a hill. He is, let's say, at a height of 10 meters. He climbs by 2 meters. Then he does not do anything. He climbs down by 3 meters. Then he climbs up by 7 meters. So what is his final height from the ground? Think of like this scenario. You will be able to apply this concept over here. Initially my height was 10. I go up by 2. So plus 2, minus 3. Plus 2 minus 3, minus 1. Minus 1 plus 7. It's nothing but plus 6. Oh, so whatever my original height was, I am 6 meters higher than that. So that's why it will be 10 plus 6, which is 16. So think of the heights as potentials and these increases and decreases as drops. Then you will be able to find the new potential at any point. Let's do that over here. Starting from point A. So potential at point A, okay, will be plus potential at point A plus the potential difference across 6 ohm plus the potential difference across the battery plus the potential difference across the 9 ohm plus the potential difference across 4 volt plus the potential difference across the 5 ohm. This together will give me potential at point B. That's how you should do it. I know I'm explaining little bit in detail. Some of you might find this easy, but for those who probably have forgotten this concept or who do not know this concept, that's why I'm telling this. All right. So what is the potential at point A? I don't know. What is the potential drop across 6? Oh, current is going there. So voltage will drop along the direction of the current. So current into resistance, plus or minus. Oh, I'm going from plus to negative terminal. So it will drop by how much? 12. And across this 9 ohm, I into R, which is 2 amperes into 9 ohms. Lastly, this battery, low to high, negative to positive, climb up. So by plus 4 volts. And lastly, this resistor, I into R, will be a drop. So 2 into 5 is equal to VB. So just do the math, guys. This is 12. This is also 12. That's 24. And that's 18. Correct? 9 2s are 18. Yes. And that is plus 4 and that is minus 10. How much is it coming out to be? How much is it coming out to be? 48? Very good. Minus 48. Very good. Is it then going to be VA minus VB is just 48 and hence the answer is option B. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Understood? So now never ever get confused when you get those kind of questions जहां पर पूछा जाएगा what is the potential at this point or that point. Remember, you might also have capacitors or inductors. What is the voltage difference across a capacitor? The voltage difference across a capacitor, Q is CV. So V is Q by C. So charge divided by capacitance. That's it. And if it is inductor, what is the voltage difference across inductor? It was L di by dt. With negative sign, that negative sign signifies wherever the current is increasing, opposite to that the voltage is created. That's all. But otherwise magnitude wise it is L di by dt. Okay, so that's the answer. Correct. Very good. Very good. Okay, let's get going to the next one. Chapala, you can watch the replay bacha again. Okay. All right. Yes, Yalini, I will do that. I'll try and do that. Yeah, I have not been checking out Insta. Very difficult because a lot of messages flooding there, but I need to do that. I know. Okay, next question. In Young's double slit experiment, distance between slits, the distance between screen and slits and the wavelength is given. The angular position of the first dark fringe in degrees is how much? Okay, let's get moving. Let's get moving to this question. So, whenever we talk about Young's double slit experiment and angular width, what it means is basically try to imagine this. These are my two slits S1 and S2 and this is the total distance D. This is my screen. some point over here will experience dark fringe. This is my central maxima. Okay, so everybody knows this. For dark fringes, d sine theta should be odd times lambda by 2 because it's dark, destructive. For constructive it is n lambda, for destructive it is odd lambda by 2 because it is the first, so I'll put 1 times lambda by 2. Okay, so therefore sine theta will be lambda by 2d, but theta will be very small. Therefore, I can approximately say this as theta is equal to lambda by 2d because theta will be very small. But be very careful, this theta will be in radian. This will not be in degrees. And if you look at the options, all of them are in degrees. So hence, when you want to convert it, it will be lambda by 2d into 180 divided by pi. That's what you need to do, guys. So this is going to be in degree. So that is nothing but lambda into 90 divided by pi, and you have d over here. Okay, 2 and 180 cancels. So now just substitute everything. Lambda is 5460 Armstrong, matlab 10 to the power minus 10 into 90. So 9 into 10 to the power 1. I'm just putting the power separately. Small d, that's 0.1 millimeters, so that is 10 to the power minus 4 meters. Pi, you can just put it as 3.14. Now just check out this value, calculate it quickly and let me know. Thank you, Vani, for all the love from Kashmir. Hello, Anju Shaikh, good morning. Thank you, Shrutika. Miss Medico, I can communicate in Hindi, but the majority of the population is in English. Plus, number 2, I'm more comfortable over there. Number 3, the paper is in English, so it's better that we also converse in English. Hai na? Okay, chalo. Acha, screen was not clear. Diksha, maybe you have your computer has gone down to lower resolution. Just increase the resolution by checking out the settings on your right hand corner somewhere over there. There will be settings, or maybe on the top. Just change your settings. Alright, kitna aa raha hai? 0.16 aa raha hai? Everybody, are you getting 0.16 degrees? Just check this out. Yep, very good. It's 0.16 degrees, guys. Thank you guys. Alright. So that's the answer. So guys, remember the condition for destructive and constructive interference. So in Young's double slit, delta x is always d sine theta. D sine theta. This for constructive will become n lambda, and for dark fringes or destructive it becomes odd times lambda by 2. And this sine theta can approximately become tan theta, can also approximately become theta, okay, depending on whether theta is small or not. And if it is tan theta for Young's double slit experiment, remember this is y, this is d, so this is theta, okay, this is how it is. Y is the position from the central maxima, okay, and d is the distance of the screen from the slits. This is something which you should know. Alright, next question coming up on your screen now. Here it is. Santosh, pata nahi, I mean this class can go on for 1.5 hours at least, I guess. Okay, because I have planned some 30 plus questions. So yes. Yes, Ashwin, for diffraction it is opposite. Correct. Thank you, Muskan Bacha. Alright. Let's get moving. Pujita already saying B option. Okay, interesting. Guru also saying B. Okay, so the charges on the shells are given. These are the charges Q, 2Q and minus Q. But remember, the charges will get distributed. So the question is, what is the ratio of the charge on the in and the out surface of the outermost shell? Good morning, Ansh. Alright, many of you are saying B. Guys, there is a simple trick for solving these questions. What is the trick? The trick is always the innermost charge on the innermost surface will be 0, assuming there is no charge inside. What is the rule? Innermost charge on the innermost surface will be 0 if there is no other charge inside. So that means it will be 0. But on this shell, the charge is Q. So where will this Q be? This Q will be on the outer surface. Obviously, it has to be there somewhere. Now, the rule is simple. Opposite surfaces have opposite charges of same magnitude. Opposite surfaces have opposite charges of same magnitude. So if this is plus q, the opposite surface will be the inner surface of this middle shell. So it will be minus q, this one. Now if this is minus q, 2q is there on the middle shell. So to make it 2q, this should be obviously 3q. Okay, because 3q minus q is 2q. So to conserve the charge, so that will be 3q. Again, what is opposite to plus 3q? Obviously minus 3q is opposite to that. Obviously 3q ke opposite minus 3q. But the total charge on the outer shell is minus q. So that means on the outermost surface it will be plus 2q. That's it. Now the question demands inner upon outer surface for shell C. Okay, so inner by outer means minus 3 by 2. So this is in by out. So that's the answer, guys, minus 3 by 2, which is option D. Many of you made a mistake. Guys, I'm worried now. Many of you would have lost marks over here. I wouldn't want that. So please correct yourself and understand how to solve the question. The trick, I'll repeat, innermost surface will have zero charge if there is no other charge inside. And if there was a charge, let's say it was 3q or something, then you make this as 3q and then follow the same procedure ahead. Okay, if this is 3q, then this will be minus 3q. So always opposite surfaces have opposite signs but same magnitude. Just keep that in mind, and also make sure each shell has the total charge conserved by the given information. That's it. Okay, keep this in mind. The same logic also applies for plates. Those of you who get confused in the plate problems, let's say there are plates like this, okay, and they ask you what are the charges. This plate is given charge q, this plate is given charge 3q. The trick, what is the trick, guys? The trick is add these charges, q plus 3q. What is it? 4q. Now divide it by 2, always divide it by 2. Okay, even if there are 3 plates, 5 plates, doesn't matter. What is the answer? 2q. Take this 2q, put it over here and put it over here. Where will you put it? On the outermost surfaces of the plates. Now just conserve the charge. If this is 2q, on the inner side, to make it q, how much will you have? Minus q. Make sense? This should be minus q. 2q minus q is q. Here, this is opposite to minus q, so this should be plus q. Anyways, if you add q and 2q, you will anyways get 3q. Yes, so that's the logic behind solving these questions on plates. Alright, so that's how you do it. Very good. So that's the answer, guys. Option D, minus 3 by 2. Very good. Okay, chalo. ये भी problems हो गए. इस type के problems आएंगे. I'm pretty sure you will be able to do it now. Remember my logic and practice few problems. इस type के जो भी problems, whatever I'm teaching, try to do 1 or 2 problems so that in the exam you are not caught unaware or you are not caught by surprise or you do not get nervous looking at it. एक हाथ दो question solve कर लो, बस इतना ही बोल रहा हूँ मैं. Okay, that's the plan from my side to you for the last 2 days. To send 10% of the main current to through a moving coil galvanometer of resistance 9 ohm, the shunt resistance required will be. Questions based on ammeter and voltmeter. Let's try and do this. Very good, Swarlina. Very good, Rahul. Very good, Pujita, Anshika. All right, Alingon Di Rosario. Oh my God, nice name. Okay, like it. Okay, all right, Preeti. All right, Aditya. Okay, so Subarna saying 81, Aditya saying A. Okay, many of you are saying A, some of you are saying Vamshi is saying C option. All right, interesting. Muskan saying option D. I don't know. You guys figure it out. Okay, welcome, Bhuna. Come on, my warriors. What do you think the answer should be? It's very easy how to solve this. Now, I'll tell you what. Remember one thing. Just remember one simple rule what I am telling you. Voltmeter or ammeter problems are resistor problems, are basically resistors. The moment, the day you understand this line, trust me, you will never ever fail in these voltmeter and ammeter problems. That's it. Ignore that it is a galvanometer. Think of it like a resistor. That's it. What is it? It's nothing but a resistor. What is that resistance? 9 ohm. What is this resistance? I don't know. Is this circuit in parallel? Yes. two resistors are in parallel. So what happens in parallel circuits? The current is inversely proportional to the resistance. The current will get divided and it is inversely proportional to the resistance. According to the given question, 10% of the main current. Who is the main current? This is the main current. 10% of it, that means I by 10 goes here, all right, and remaining, okay, if this is 10%, this is 90%, so this is 9I by 10 goes over here. Now using this relationship you'll get the answer. I by 10 divided by 9I by 10 is equal to, inversely related, I by 10 is for galvanometer, so galvanometer resistance will come here. 9I by 10 is the shunt resistance, so the 9I by 10 is the current through the shunt resistance, so the shunt resistance will come on the top. Now you can see what and all gets cancelled. It's very easy to see that. Okay, I gone, 10 gone, so even 9 gone. So what is there? 1 is equal to RS, and that's the answer, 1 ohm, which is option B. Few of you got it correct. Yep. No Ankita, no Menti, because in Menti what happens, sometimes I don't have enough space to write it, and it's okay. Understand the concept. I know you have given a lot of mock tests and all that, so conducting one more Menti, I could have done that, but I wanted some time to explain all these things. And what happens in Menti is many students then get, you know, start concentrating on the timer and the leaderboard and all of that jargon, so I didn't want to do a Menti. I wanted to focus more on concepts and the problem solving skills. Okay, now in an ammeter, come on, let's see my warriors, if you remember this, ammeter has high or low resistance and is connected in series or parallel with the circuit. Let's see how many of you remember this. Come on, my warriors. Okay, so ammeter has low or high resistance and it is connected in series or parallel with the main circuit. Come on guys. Yes, very good. Ammeter has very low resistance and it is connected in series. Excellent. So this is how an ammeter looks like. This is exactly an ammeter. This is the ammeter, and when you see that ammeter, this is having a galvanometer and this is the shunt resistance. So galvanometer usually has very very sensitive, and it can burn easily. So if high current comes and if you allow it to pass through the galvanometer, it will burn. So what you do, you allow it a bypass, like bypass surgery hota na, so वैसे ही, this is like bypass surgery guys. Okay, so you are allowing, it's like, you know, maybe some blood vessel is very weak, think of it that way. Okay, you cannot allow that blood to flow through that vessel, so it will burst. So what you are doing, you are creating a bypass. So this shunt is like that bypass, and that bypass will make sure that this galvanometer is safe. That's all. And remember, current is inversely proportional to resistance. Somebody was asking, sir, what is the logic over here? This is standard series parallel resistance. In series, current is same. In parallel, current is inversely proportional to resistance. So just do that. Whenever something is inversely proportional, R1 by R2 will be I2 by I1. That's all I have done. Okay, fine. But in voltmeter, for a voltmeter guys, what is a voltmeter? Voltmeter has high resistance and it is connected in parallel. Voltmeter has high resistance, but it is connected in parallel to the main circuit. This is the main circuit. This is the device across which you want to measure the voltage. Keep this in mind. Okay, treat voltmeter also like a simple resistance. The day you start treating it like a simple resistance, you will be able to solve the problems just like you solve series and parallel circuits. Yep, very good. Chalo. Yes, next question coming up on your screen. Guys, these are very important questions. Don't go into thinking, sir, PYQ karo, sir, NTA kare, sir, should we do errorless? Listen to me, just do these questions. This will boost your percentile, this will boost your marks like anything, okay? Because I'm revising concepts also via problems. Okay, a man which is running at some speed of 5 kilometers per hour finds that the rain, jo rain hai, it is falling vertically down. When he stops running, what does he find? Acha, the rain is falling at an angle of 60 degrees with the horizontal. So the question is, what is the velocity of the rain with respect to that man when he is running around? Okay, chalo, let's see how to do this. Acha. Now, here is the logic. The logic is, guys, remember one equation that you will need. That is the only equation that you need to solve the problem, and that is VRM. V12 क्या होता है? V1 minus V2. VRM will be VR minus VM. That's it. And what is this negative? This negative is like addition. You just put plus and just put minus Vm. So this is vector subtraction, which is actually vector addition. Okay, vector subtraction, actually vector addition ही होता है. Okay, now look at that. When he stops, the rain falls at an angle of 60 degrees. अच्छा, मतलब actually the rain, this is velocity of the rain, it is falling at 60 degrees with the horizontal. That's what is actually happening. But when he moves, the rain falls vertical. Okay, when he actually moves, the rain falls vertical. That means velocity of the rain with respect to the man is vertically like this. Acha. Now look at this equation, guys. Probably will get some understanding. VRM is VR vector plus negative VM vector. This is the resultant. The blue one is the resultant. Is VR vector plus negative VM vector. Negative VM vector will be this one. This is minus VM vector. Matlab, actually the person is moving this way. The negative of VM is over here. That's what it is. I hope this is clear. Once this triangle is drawn, there is nothing great about this problem. काफी लोग मैंने देखा है, काफी institutes and coaching, they make students by heart a formula for Rain Man. ये scenario है तो ये problem, ये scenario है तो ये problem. I've never made students by heart anything apart from this formula. If you know this formula, that's it. Rest all is simple geometry, trigonometry, Pythagoras. Look at that. You know VM. VM कितना है? The person's speed. What is VM's value? It is 5 km per hour. It's 5 km per hour. So use tan 60. What is tan 60? Tan 60 is opposite, which is VRM, divided by adjacent, which is VM. Tan 60 is root 3. VRM, I don't know, but VM is 5. So VRM will be 5 root 3, which is option D. देखते हैं. काफी लोग B बोले थे. Yes, many of you said D. Yes, the answer is D. Very good. Very good. Ankita, the screen should be clear, bachcha. Probably, most likely, तुम्हारा resolution वगैरह एक बार check कर लो. I'm just checking my internet speed. Internet speed is fine. Mine is more than 100 Mbps. 100 Mbps से ऊपर है मेरा internet speed, so everything is fine on my side. Resolution एक बार check कर लेना. Okay? चलो. Okay. Thank you, Bhuvana. All right. Yes. Let's get moving. So, what to do for Rain Man problems? For Rain Man problems or riverboat problems, remember the governing equation. The governing equation is VRM, which is VR minus VM. And vector subtraction is actually vector addition. Question में क्या दिया था? He finds the rain falling at an angle of 60 when he stops. मतलब actually rain ऐसे गिर रहा है. Actually rain. But जब वो actually move होता है, he finds the rain. He finds the rain. मतलब rain का velocity with respect to man while in motion is this. दो arrows बना लिए. Next, VRM blue vector is this black vector plus one more vector. Use triangle law. So VR vector plus VM minus VM vector is this vector. बस right angle triangle बन गया. Use trigonometry and you will get the answer. That's it. So the answer is, like you can see, option D. Very good. Let's move on to the next question coming up on your screen. अच्छा, क्या है इसमें? There are 3 identical shells. Be careful. It is shell. It's not a solid sphere. Each of the mass m and radius r are placed as shown. Consider x prime axis and ये तीनों shell एक दूसरे को touch कर रहे हैं. Okay. And the axis is passing through the diameter. You can see this is the diameter of the third shell. Moment of inertia of the system consisting them as 3 spherical shells about x prime axis. Let's see how many of you can do this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, you will get the PDF of the session as well. Okay, come on, Mohammed, then solve it quickly. Thank you. Glad to know that, Shruti. Some of you are confused between D and C. Let's see how to do this. It's not JEE का सवाल or anything. Just try to solve this question, guys. इससे बहुत सारे concepts clear हो जाएंगे. Number 1. For a shell, what is the moment of inertia of a shell? The moment of inertia of a shell is 2 by 3 mr square. Lot of people think it is 2 by 5. 2 by 5 is for solid sphere. So it is 2 by 3 mr square. Next, parallel axis theorem. Remember, it is moment of inertia about center of mass plus md square. D is nothing but the shift. Okay. And perpendicular axis theorem. Perpendicular axis ke about moment of inertia is moment of inertia about axis 1 and axis 2. Both these axes are again perpendicular and in a plane. So this was the perpendicular axis theorem. Out of these three, I think you will need the first formula and the second formula. Why? Because see, for this sphere, the axis is the central axis, no problem. But for these two, the axis needs to be shifted. ध्यान से देखो, you need to shift it along xx prime. So that's all. So the total moment of inertia will be, moment of inertia of the third sphere will be 2 by 3 mr square plus moment of inertia of this sphere about this axis will be moment of inertia about center of mass, which is 2 by 3 mr square plus md square. D kya hai? It is itself r. But there are two such spheres. So that's why into 2. I hope you understand this. That's why that into 2 is coming over here. Okay. So now you solve this. 2 by 3 mr square 2 times 2 by 3 mr square. So 2 by 3 mr square is coming 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Plus mr square is coming twice. So 2 into mr square. 3 goes 2 mr square plus 2 mr square. That's nothing but 4 mr square. Hence that's the answer. Okay. Where is it? Option D. ये सिर्फ theory पढ़ा है. This is not a part of the solution. You are not going to waste your time in the rough work and write all this. This is just for reminding you of all the theorems and formulas. ये जो है, this is the only solution. It is a 3-line problem. That's it. 3 line. Very good. Excellent. Yes, it's a easy problem. I would put it in the medium category. Not even easy. चलो medium में डाल देता हूँ. Not more than that. It's not difficult. It's definitely a medium problem. Okay. The answer is D. And let's get moving to the next question coming up on your screen. Beautiful. Yes, Karan Raj, you are a little bit late, but you can watch the replay. जो भी questions miss हुए बाद में देख लेना. Now continue with the current point wherever you are. Two long parallel conductors are placed at right angles to a meter scale. ये meter scale है. This is 2 centimeters. This is 6 centimeters. ये एक वायर है, ये एक वायर है. Okay. As shown in the figure, they carry currents 1 ampere and 3 amperes. Okay. 2 currents they are carrying. They will produce zero field. Where do they produce zero field? Achha, think carefully. Well, so if you take any wire, we know there is a magnetic field which is circular given by the right hand thumb rule. So this is the current and this is the magnetic field. So ऐसे ही सोचो यहाँ पर, think about it. For this current, if you hold your right hand's thumb in this way, the fingers will curl like this. So left side say, from left side the fingers are coming outwards, and on the right side the fingers are going inside. You can see that it's going in, and from the left side it is coming out. So for this current of 1 ampere, understand the magnetic field comes out from this side and it goes in over here on the right side. Fair enough. For this current of 3 amperes, again use the same logic. Hold your finger, right hand thumb in the direction of current, fingers curl like this. So on this side it comes this way, and on that side it goes that way. There is only one region where they can cancel out each other. That's over here. So somewhere here the inward and outward field will cancel. So I don't know where it is. So let's just assume that point as x from here, and this point, oh by the way, this distance is how much? This is 4 centimeter. So if this is 4, this is x, this is 4 minus x. Make sense? Now it's just about applying the formula. What is the magnetic field due to a long wire? It is mu naught mu naught I, what is I? It is 1 by 2 pi r. What is r? यहाँ पर x है. That's it. I have substituted x and 1. So the field inside should be balanced by the field outside. The field outside will be mu naught I. What is I? 3 amperes divided by 2 pi. What is the distance? It is 4 minus x. Just cross multiply because mu naught, 2 pi, gone. So this will be 4 minus x is equal to 3x. Therefore 4 is equal to 4x. Therefore x is equal to 1. Now do not do that stupidity of marking 1 centimeter. Option C गलत है बच्चा. Option C गलत है. Be careful. Be careful. Yes. This is 1 centimeter from this wire. 1 plus 2 क्या होता है? 3. Be careful. The answer is option B, guys. Option B is the answer. This is the silly mistake which you guys will do. Be careful. I will feel very bad. I'll feel very bad. Yeah. Thank you for all the love, bacha. Yep. Okay. Formula chart की वीडियो ऑलरेडी बना चुका हूँ. It's already done just few days back. Just check it out. Biotonic पर ही है. सारे physics के formulas have been done. Okay. Yes. Very good. So the correct answer is 3 centimeter. Yep. Yes, if you remember almost all the formulas, definitely Swapna Dwivedi, it will be very useful and fruitful for you because you will learn how to apply those formulas. Definitely, please attend, and after the session, don't just sit quietly, solve problems like this. Okay. Chalo. Can we use the force between two straight conductors? No, Joseph Fall. The question only is wrong. It's not relevant for forces. Question is field कहाँ पर cancel हो रहा है? Where is the field cancelling? The question is not the force. With the force formula, you will not get anything. So don't use that. Okay? It will not be relevant over here. The question is about field. Okay? Chalo. Let's get moving. Positively, this is easy. I am expecting you guys to solve this under a minute. देखते कितने Biotonians, all my lovely warriors, can solve this under a minute. Positively charged particles are projected into a magnetic field. If the direction of the magnetic field is along the direction of the motion of the charged particles, the particles get. Alright, Vanakkam. Alright, come on my warriors. Where will the PDF be? The PDF will be uploaded in the description box or in the Telegram channel. Alright, cool. Thank you, Jaya Bacha. Okay, people confused between C and D. C and D. A also some people are saying. Okay. My God. All right. Thank you, Rahul. Guys, okay. I love the sound of this bell which it makes. So I'm just going to wait for more. Let's see if you can change your answers to the correct one. Very soon. Some of you saying D finally, or some of you saying C. Some of you saying B also. Interesting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. The correct answer is no change in velocity. Yep, so many of you got it wrong. This was such an easy question. Easy kill. This is easy question because you have to use forces Q, V cross B. Now it's given or projected into the magnetic field. The direction of the magnetic field is along the direction of the motion. That means V is parallel to B. That means theta is 0. That means sine theta is 0. That means force is 0. If there is no force, it will go in a straight path. Only when there is force, it will move, right? Yep, that's the correct answer. Yep. Only when the force is acting, then the motion will be here. Maybe the magnetic field will be inside, and that's why V cross B will give you the force. Remember that. Okay. For that, magnetic field and velocity should make certain angle. और ये सुनी अभिषेक सर मेरी मस्ती करने लगे थे क्लास में. क्या बात है, बताना जरा कौन सा वीडियो था, मेरे को भी देखना है. ऑल राइट, थैंक यू शिवानी. अरे राहुल नाम तो सुना ही होगा. ऑल राइट, कम ऑन, लेट्स गेट गोइंग. I also don't know, Chitra. Even I am interested now what AKR sir said. Okay, chalo, let's get moving, guys. Here's the next question on logic gates. I hope you can solve this within, again, 1 minute. Come on, my warriors, figure this out. If you can solve this, you're really great. Hint. Try to convert it into a simpler circuit. Don't worry about the numbers in the bracket. First, think whether it is AND or NOT XOR gate. Then you will get it. Thank you, Bacha Anna, for all the love from Kerala. the land of backwaters and the land of temples. All right. Okay, D pakka. Acha, D jaldi batao. Raj Ghost is very eager. Okay, chalo, I will not complete the entire timer. This was very easy question. Guys, remember one thing over here. Whenever you see this kind of a gate, right? Whenever you see this one, this is actually a NOT gate. Because I'll tell you what happens. If, for example, you give 0 as an input here, then this will be 0, this will be 0. 0 and 0, 0. Not of that will be 1. Okay, very good. If you give 1 and 1, 1 and 1 is 1. Not of that, 0. So whatever input you give, it will be negated. So understand, whenever you see this gate, this is actually a NOT gate. Now there is another thing over here. You can see this is AND gate and that dot is actually a NOT gate. 2 wrongs make a right. You must have heard that proverb. So 2 knots, cancel it out, and therefore you will just have one AND gate. And I have told you how to remember AND, OR, etc. If you get confused, sir, whether it is AND or OR, well, A and D. Do you see that? D. So D will be for AND. And for OR, well, it's like this. Okay, so this is how OR gate is. Look at that. So you need to write this fancy R. It's like that curved R. Okay, so if you know this, that's it. And for NOT, I have been telling you this N-O-T, that dot signifies not gate. It negates it. Hence the answer will be option D. Yep, that's the correct answer. Very good. So quick revision, also done for logic gates, and all the gates now you should know how to draw the truth table. Okay, very good, easy peasy. Let's get moving to the next question coming up on your screen. The mirror in the below case is, let's see if we can solve this within a minute. Time starting now. The mirror shown in the below case is incident rays, reflected rays are shown. Let's see how many of you are going to make a mistake. Thank you, Nandita, for all the love from Karnataka, the state where I'm taking my lectures right now from. Okay, so I hope, Asima, now you will not be confused. R is on disco mode. Yes, all right. C. Okay. B. Thank you, bacha, for all the love. Kriti from the Uttarakhand. Okay, I'm going to stop the timer at 30 seconds. B, C. Okay. Well, the answer is actually plane mirror. The reason is, guys, I mean the rays are parallel. Look at that, na? Only when you have a plane mirror, if this was a plane mirror, this ray will go like this ray will go parallel, these rays will be parallel. When you have a curved mirror, these rays will obviously intersect at the focus, so they will not be parallel then. Understand? Even if it is a convex mirror, you know that they will, deflect at different angles, or they will diverge, they will not be parallel. Hence the answer is plane mirrors. Excelente, perfecto. Let's get moving to the next one. Oh, glad, Ritika, you attended all my JEE classes too. I'm pretty sure it's going to help you. Thank you. From Odisha. Alright, the algebraic sum of two co-initial vectors is 16. Very interesting question. Their vector sum is 8 and the resultant of the two vectors are perpendicular to the smaller vector. Interesting question. Let's see how to solve this. Based on vector addition and geometry and maybe some basic algebra might be required. The algebraic sum of two co-initial. What is the meaning of the word co-initial? That means vectors which start from the same point. They start from the same point. That is the meaning of co-initial vectors is 16 units. Algebraic sum means if this is vector A and this is vector B, A plus B is how much? It is 16. Not A bar plus B bar, not vector addition, just addition of the magnitudes. So you just add the magnitudes, you are getting 16. Okay. The vector sum is 8 units. Resultant of the vectors are perpendicular to the smaller vector. Acha, how can that be possible? Oh, if this is vector A and imagine this is vector B, co-initial vectors. Okay. The resultant, this is the resultant, and that resultant is nothing but having a magnitude of 8 units, I believe. Yep, the resultant is 8 units, and the question says this is perpendicular to the smaller vector. Guys, you can use triangle law also over here. Just shift this over here. You can see this will be also B vector. Yep, this will be also B vector. Now you know what to do, guys. I mean, come on. Now you just have to either eliminate it. You just have to either eliminate it by options, or you can try it out here, because this square plus this square will be b square. So 8 square plus a square will be b square. Correct? So therefore 64 will be b square minus a square. Therefore 64 will be a minus b plus into a plus b using trigonometric identity. But a plus b is 16. So 64 is equal to a minus b into 16. Therefore a minus b, 64 by 16, that's 4. So think which of the options have the subtraction as 4 and addition as 16. 2 plus 4 is 16, but 14 minus 2 is not 4. 4 plus 12 is 16, but 12 minus 4 is not 4. 6 plus 10 is 16, and 10 minus 6 is 4. Oh, this is a probable contender. 8 plus 8 is 16, but 8 minus 8 is 0. So hence the answer is C. Everybody understood how to solve the problem? Yep. That's how you should solve the problem. Yep. Very good. Very good. So doesn't matter. Just think about the modulus. Mod of a minus b is 4. Yep. That's all. Don't worry about, sir, ye a 8 tha ya 6 tha ya 10 tha. Don't worry about it. Okay. Chalo. Well, let's get moving. Yes, the answer was C. Moving on to the next question coming up on your screen. Integration based question looks like a particle is projected with certain velocity. The deceleration of the particle is proportional to the square. Oops, I think I just pressed some wrong button. All right, let's see how many of you can do this within 1 minute. Come on, you should put up a timer. Soumya Ranjan, can you do one thing, बच्चा? एक बार स्लाइडर पीछे लेके जाओ, दोबारा से एक्सप्लेनेशन देख लो. It had to be done via option elimination after that algebraic part. ठीक है, वो आराम से बैठ के देख लेना चाहिए तो बाद में. Okay, just do that. Come on, many of you are saying D option. Oh, interesting. Come on, figure this out. What do you think is the answer? D. Everyone saying D? Okay, probably I will end the timer then. All right, so let's try and solve this question. पहले तो acceleration is given to be minus x square. The distance at which the particle stops. So stops meaning velocity final will be 0 and initial velocity is given. So I need to get velocity into the picture. I need to get rid of acceleration. How do I do that? I will write it as dv by dt is equal to minus x square. But I don't want time. I can use chain rule. So dv by dx divided by dx multiplied by dx, and this is dt. This will be minus x square. You can see dx cancels. Equality is preserved. But dx by dt, that itself is velocity. So dv by dx into v is equal to minus x square. Rearrange it further. V dot dv is equal to minus x square dot dx. Now I can integrate both sides. That's all. Integrate both sides. So जब integrate करोगे, what will you get? V square by 2 is equal to minus x cube by 3. Okay, but you have to put the limits, guys. You have to put the limits. Be careful. The limits will be something like this. When the velocity initially is v naught, that time the displacement is 0. When final velocity is 0, that time the displacement is x. That's it. So this will become 0. Oops, sorry, this was v naught. Okay, so this will become 0 minus v naught square by 2 is equal to minus of, and here you will have x cube by 3 minus 0. All right. So now this minus goes. So v naught square by 2 is equal to x cube by 3. But the question says distance is how much? So x cube will be 3 v naught square by 2. Therefore x will be equal to cube root of 3 v naught square by 2. This is cube root. So cube root is over here, everywhere, but 3 v naught square by 2, that's option D. Yep. So chain rule is required over here. Here chain rule was required. Okay. And here you should know dx by dt was velocity and acceleration is rate of change of velocity. So all concepts of derivatives integration used out here. Very interesting question. Option D is correct. Moving on, next question. Don't get scared, Devina. Just learn from this. Imagine the situation, had you not seen these kind of questions, you would get even more scared after the exam. So now at least you have those 2 days to prepare. So please prepare, bacha. Okay? Yes. Let's get moving to the next question. There is a pond of water. There is a flame held 2 meters above the surface of water. A fish is at certain depth from the water surface. Refractive index is 4/3. Apparent height of the flame from the eyes of the fish. Diagram draw kar lo, only then try to solve the question. Okay, so this is the water surface and the flame is 2 meters above. So this is that flame and this is 2 meters above. And the fish kitne niche hai? Fish is at a depth of 4 meters. Okay, so this is our fish. Okay, this is our fish. 4 meters below, sorry. Okay, now who is seeing whom? The refractive index is given, the apparent height of the flame from the eyes of the fish. So from the eyes of the fish, flame kahan dikhega? First of all, understand the flame will appear little bit on the top, and this apparent height, I have already given the formula. It will be higher when you are in a dense medium. Remember, this is nothing but a dense medium. This is a rare medium. The image is formed little bit farther away. So wo kahan milega, guys? Think about it. Mu times of h. So what is mu? Mu is 4/3. 4/3 into this height, which is 2. So it will be 8/3 meters. But read the question. Height from the eyes of the fish. So the total height will be 8/3 plus this 4. So that's why it will be 8 plus 3 4s are 12 divided by 3, which is 20 divided by 3. That is option D. Yep. Very good. Very good. No, it is not C. Many people are going to mark C. Many people are going to mark C. I know that. Because you will get, you are under that stress, you are under that nervousness. तुम्हें टाइम ही नहीं होता है कि यार एग्जाम में देखने का कि अच्छा क्वेश्चन में क्या पूछा है. प्लीज सी व्हाट इज आस्क्ड इन द क्वेश्चन. रिमेंबर, यू आर नॉट द एग्जाम पेपर सेटर. द एग्जाम paper has been already set by NTA, so you have to see what they have asked. You can find anything, but see what is asked from the eyes of the fish, है ना? So when you become a doctor, you are not going to say मैं हर एक पेशेंट को क्रोसिन ही दूंगा. उसका सुन भी तो लो, वो क्या बोल रहा है. मेरे पेट में दर्द है, क्रोसिन. मेरे आंख में दर्द है, क्रोसिन. Read what is given in the question. Okay, this is applicable in real life also. Okay, chalo, next question coming up on your screen. Okay. An ideal gas is at temperature of 300 Kelvin. The final temperature of the gas when its volume changes from V to 2V in the process P is equal to alpha V, where alpha is some positive constant. All right, chalo dekhte hain. No tension, says Janvi. All right, cool, come on. So looks like you guys have cracked up. All right, chalo yaar, हंसी मजाक में करते रहो. I'm telling you, you will crack it. Tension नहीं लेने का मामू. Come on, tension नहीं लेने का. आराम से पढ़ो. You are going to do well. You are going to be in a very good college. देखना तुम Sunday के बाद when I am going to come on your channel and we are going to discuss the paper, you'll be like, yes sir, ये तो किया था. Yes sir, we have done this for sure. चलो, come on, let's do this question. Ideal gas temperature है, final temperature. Oh, volume changes, temperature is asked, so I need to get rid of pressure somehow. You can see pressure is there over here. P is equal to alpha V. What is the ideal gas equation? We all know ideal gas equation. PV is equal to nRT. So get rid of pressure. How do I get rid of pressure? nRT by V. All right, so I'll just write this as nRT by V is equal to alpha V. So I can just write T is equal to alpha by nR, okay, into V square. What does this tell you? Temperature is directly proportional to the square of the volume. That's it. You had to eliminate pressure in the question because temperature is asked, volume is changed. So get rid of pressure, guys. Now, if volume changes 2 times, the square of the volume will change 4 times. That means the temperature will become 4 times. So what was the initial temperature? 300. So into 4, is 1200 Kelvin, which is option B. Correcto. Beautiful. Amazingo. Yep. Yep. Beautiful. That's the answer. Excellente, guys. Excellente. Can we use relation PV by T is constant? Yes. Why not? Yep. Thank you, Kalai. All right. Next question coming up on your screen on units and dimensions. जब भी ऐसा क्वेश्चन आए क्या करना चाहिए? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, think. Are you going to spend your time M1, L1, LT raised to whatever? Nah, don't do that. Think of the formula which relates viscosity. There are many formulas which relate viscosity, but think of the easiest formula. Think of the easiest formula that will simplify your job. Yes, you can do it by F is eta A dV by dx, but you can also do it by F is 6 pi eta RV. ये simple है ना? Isn't it simple? Stokes law, याद है? Okay. So what is force? Force is ma. Okay. And this is 6 pi, dimensionless. Forget that. Okay. Now don't say sir, आपने 6 pi कैसे उड़ा दिया? This is only dimensional analysis. Okay. Just ignore that dimensions. Ignore the dimensionless numbers. R is length. Velocity is length by time. Okay. अच्छा, यहाँ पर acceleration is velocity by time. Oh, wait a minute. Let me keep this as velocity only. So this will become eta LV. Now velocity and velocity cancels. So eta will be mass by length into time. Acha. So m raised to 1, m raised to 1, L raised to -1, T raised to -1. कहाँ है? Yes, option C, guys. Correcto. Do you see this method is very easy? Just apply formulas. जो भी तुम्हें पता है, whatever you know. Just keep cancelling things out. It will come out very easily. If you do it by, what is the dimension of force? M1 raised to L raised to 1, T raised to -2. It will be very unnecessarily lengthy. Don't do that. All right, come on. Let's get moving. Yes, it's easy, but I told you much easier way where you can save more 20 seconds. 20 seconds also matters. Next question, the fundamental frequency of a string stretched with a weight of 4 kilo is 256. The weight required to produce its octave. Very interesting question. Come on, my warriors. Let's see if you can do this. Oh, by the way, happy Ganesh Chaturthi, guys. Yes, today is Ganesh Chaturthi. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi. Ganesh Chaturthi chi hardik shubhechha. And those of you who are from Maharashtra probably would have understood this. All right. Yeah, I hope this year brings a lot of joy and prosperity in your lives. And like, Ganpati, who is the god of knowledge, I hope he blesses you with lots and lots of knowledge and lots of smartness in at least the next 2-3 days so that you crack the NEET examination. Yes, Ganpati Bappa Moria. All right, let's get moving. Okay, let's see. So first of all, when you have a string and there is some mass and there are some, let's say, standing waves or whatever created over here. Okay. So we all know that the frequency is NV by 2L, which is N by 2L. Velocity is root of tension by mu. But here the tension is because of the weight. So it is like this. Now, understand one thing. When they say the frequency required to produce its octave, the weight required to produce its octave. What is the meaning of octave? Octave means doubling the frequency. Simple words. Doubling the frequency. Everybody knows sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. You sing in a particular pitch. You increase the scale. When you increase the octave, that means higher sa. Okay, so that is doubling the frequency. So if sa is, let's say, 400 hertz, example, the next sa will be at 800 hertz. If sa re ga ma pa da ni sa mein, if re is at 450 hertz, the next re at the next scale will be at 900 hertz. That's the meaning of doubling the frequency or going to the next octave. I hope this is clear. Yes. So now, if you are doubling the frequency, if you make this frequency twice, N, 2L, mu, forget that, root M should also be 2 times. root m should also be 2 times because everything else is constant. That means m should be how many times? 4 times. So what was the original mass? 4 kilo. 4 into 4, how much it is? 16. That's the answer. Simple. It's very easy. Yes, very good. Yes, remember that. All right, let's get moving to the next question coming up on your screen. All right, A option was correct. Let's see, this is very easy. Definitely Reshma, and I'm going to give all my wishes towards the end as well. Hold on for that. Volume of the nucleus is related to the mass number A as. Come on, my warriors, please don't do a mistake over here. This is direct question. Direct question. बहुत ही simple. पढ़ा है nucleus. I just did it. Very good. Very good. तालियां बजा लो अपने आप के लिए. Very good. So many people saying B. Very good. Excellent. अब क्या बताऊं यार, तुम क्वेश्चन ढंग से नहीं पढ़ रहे हो. Again, तुम पेशेंट को नहीं सुन रहे हो. Patient told he has stomach ache. You are again giving him crocin. Next patient came. He told, sir, I have हाथ में दर्द. You are again giving him crocin. तुम पढ़ो तो सही. It is D. Volume. Volume. Be careful. Be careful. Yes. D होगा guys. Got it. R is proportional to A raised to 1 by 3. Volume is proportional to R cube. Volume is therefore proportional to A, and density is constant. These are very, very important things in nucleus. Is there a question based on open organ pipe, Joseph? Yes, there could be. But remember, organ pipes are very similar to standing waves on strings. So if you know standing waves on strings, you also know organ pipes. Same formulas. Two fixed ends is similar to two closed ends. One end fixed, one end open is similar to one end closed, one end open. Very, very similar. So whenever you see organ pipes, think of strings. That makes it easier. Okay, next question, guys. Okay, धोखा हो गया. हाँ, नींद में है सर. सुबह सुबह गरिमा उठ जाओ. सुबह हो गई मामू. चलो. An object is dragged along a horizontal surface by the machine which delivers a constant power based on derivatives and integration, I guess. Let's see how many of you can do this. How does the distance depend on time? Clear hai guys, this is based on completely derivatives and integration. So object is dragged along horizontal surface which delivers constant power. Power ka formula, force into velocity. This P is constant. Acha, can I do something with force? Yes. Kya kar sakte ho? You can write it as mass into acceleration. Okay, can I do something more? Yes, acceleration is dv by dt. Okay, cool. So rearrange this. V dv will be p by m into dt. Interesting. Now what do? Integrate. So integrate both sides. When time is 0, velocity is 0. When time is t, velocity is v. So what do I get after integration? Let's check it out. I'll get v square by 2 because v ka integration is v raised to 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 minus 0 aa jayega. Okay, is equal to p by m. Integral of dt is just t. So t minus 0. Therefore, I'm just going to get v square is equal to 2p by m into t. Now, I'll tell you what. ये भूल जाओ, बस इसको ऐसे लिखो. Velocity is some constant into t raised to half. Take square roots on both sides. 2p by m is such a constant. Just ignore what that constant is. Now this v can be written down as dx by dt. This is dx by dt. Acha, this is t raised to half. Because I want distance with time. Take time over there. So dx will be c t raised to half dt. Now once I get this, I know what I can do. I can just integrate both sides. How? When time is 0, distance is 0. When time is t, distance is x. So just integrate this. So integral of dx will be x, and there is 0 over here. This will be c, and this will be t raised to half plus 1 is 3 by 2. So t raised to 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 minus 0. So from this you are clearly seeing x is proportional to t raised to 3 by 2, which is option B, I suppose. Yep, many of you got it. Very good, Swarlina. Very good, Akash. Very good, Pragati, Ashwin, Divya. Zayed, very good. Palak, Janita, Jamie, Muskan, I think you made a mistake. Very good, Agyasha, very good, very good, very good. Very good, Janvi, very good. Excellent, excellent. B for biology says Asima, sorry. All right, correcto. Let's get moving to the next one. यार फिजिक्स के लेक्चर में भी आपको बायोलॉजी देखता है, मतलब यू आर सीइंग दिस, कितना प्यार है आपको बायोलॉजी के लिए. मतलब वानी मैम से मेरे को रहस्य पूछना पड़ेगा. आई विल हैव टू आस्क वानी मैम व्हाट्स द हिडन सीक्रेट की मतलब एवरीवेयर वेयर यू सी बी फॉर बायोलॉजी, इफ यू सी वी फॉर वानी मैम, दैट्स इट. मतलब you have so much of affection and love towards the channel and towards the teachers. That shows it. Very good. Keep it up, guys. All right. Chalo, let's get moving to the next question coming up on the screen. Okay. So what is the resulting nucleus when a nucleus emits 1 alpha and 2 beta particles? Okay. We all know that a nuclear reaction can have 3 kinds of outputs: alpha, beta and gamma. Gamma does not do anything. Alpha particles decrease the mass number by 4 and decreases the atomic number by 2. Beta particle does not do anything to mass number but increases the atomic number by 1. So guys, this is very simple. This M will change to 1 alpha particle is emitted, so this M will become -4. Okay, and beta particles, nothing will happen, so this will become just M -4. This is because of alpha, this is because of beta. For N, 1 alpha particle, that means by 2, and 2 beta particles, so 2 times of 1. So this is due to alpha, this is due to beta, so it will become just N only. So M -4 and N, that's option C, guys. Let's see how many of you are correct. Many of you got this wrong. Many of you said B or D. Be careful. Oh, thank God, Reshma. पहले बार किसी ने बोला C for Capto. Thank God. चलो. And who was it? Chitra also said it. Okay, चलो. C for Capto. Okay. Glad. That's the answer, guys. C for Capto. Chalo. Pehle baar you are able to see me in the question. Very good. Moving on to the next question coming up on your screen now. In series LR circuit, under which condition the power loss will be least for AC voltage? Very interesting question. C for citric acid says Kriti. Oh my God. Okay, chalo. Let's see, guys, if you can solve this question. In a series LR circuit, under which condition the power loss will be least, not maximum, be careful, least बोला है. This is very simple, you should be able to do it. यार power loss का जो formula है, okay, the power loss formula is nothing but VRMS IRMS into cos phi. If you remember, you know, this was current, this was voltage, and this was phi. So for this to be minimum, you want phi, or rather cos phi to be minimum. That means phi to be maximum, because cos 90 is 0, cos 0 is 1, ulta hota hai. So cos is a ulta function. So you want this to be large. And how can you make this large? By making sure XL is large and resistance is less. So resistance should be less and XL should be more. XL is the inductive reactance. R is just the resistance of the resistor. So XL should be more, R should be less. So low resistance, high inductance. That's it. That's the answer. Option C. Yep. Not A, guys. It's option C. Be careful about it. Alright. Next question coming up on your screen. Now, 2 spheres. Thank you, Saharaj, for all the love from TN. 2 spheres A and B. This is based on heat transfer and calorimeter and all of that chapter. So let's see if we can do this. 2 spheres have diameters in the ratio 1:2. Density is in the ratio 2:1. Heat capacity in the ratio 1:3. Specific heat capacity, sorry. The ratio of their thermal heat capacity. Remember, there is a small difference between heat capacity and specific heat capacity. If you know the difference, you will get the answer very easily. Many people confuse between C and D. Okay, come on, my warriors. Some of you are saying A also, I guess. Some of you also said B. Everything is there. For LR circuit, power loss is 0 since phase difference is 90. Gargi, no. For LR circuits, power loss is not 0. In fact, the phase difference is not 90. Only for L circuits, which has only one inductor, the phase difference is 90. The moment the resistor comes, there will always be a power loss no matter what you do. Be there LC, CR, LR, LRC, doesn't matter. The moment there is a R, there will always be a power loss. Keep this in mind. Okay. Inductors and capacitors are conservative fields. They have conservative fields, so the energy is not lost in inductor or capacitor. In fact, they can store it and restore it back to the original circuit. That's what it is. All right. Chalo, let's see if we can solve this. Now, heat capacity. This is just heat capacity. Is M into specific. This is specific heat capacity, the small one. Now mass is nothing but density into volume, and volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube into small c. Therefore, this C1 by C2 will be nothing but rho 1 by rho 2 into R1 by R2 whole cube into small c1 by small c2. Just substitute everything. Density is ratio, density ratio 2:1. Radius ratio 1:2. Okay. Specific heat capacity ratio is 1:3. Achha. So this will be 2 square. 2 square is 4. 4 3s are 12. So this will become 1 by 12. Yes. Where is 1 by 12? Yes. That's the answer. Option B. Yep. B for bio. Yep. B for bio. Legendary, I don't know, bacha, how much longer. Just concentrate on the questions. Don't worry about time and all that. You're focusing on the wrong things. Okay. Option B is the correct. Thank you, Y Surya Narayana, for all the love from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. B for best teachers is Akash. Thank you. Why did we take the ratio in reciprocal, sir? See, bacha, we just got capital C as M into 4 by 3 pi r cube into small c. So if this was C1, this will be M1, this will be R1, this will be C1. If this was C2, this will be M2, this will be R2, this will be C2. So when I divide them, all of them will be, in the same ratio. C1, M1 or whatever. This was density, my bad. This was rho 1. Okay. So rho 1, R1 and C1. C2. Rho 2, R2 and C2. So one below the other. It will not be inverse. Okay. Yeah. It will be directly proportional. It is not inversely proportional. It's direct. Okay. Chalo. Radius or diameter. Oh, okay. Well, think about it. Whenever you are given the ratio of, diameter upon diameter of 1 upon diameter of 2, shouldn't it be radius of 1 by radius of 2? Because think about it, diameter is nothing but 2 times of radius. Don't you see that 2 and 2 will get cancelled? So it doesn't matter. The ratio of diameters will also be the ratio of diameters. Okay, ratio of diameters and radius will be same. Okay, remember, ratio wise, but value wise they are not equal. When values are given, don't say sir ne padhaya tha diameter is radius. Don't put diameter is radius. Be careful. When ratios are there, you can ignore it. Okay, chalo. Next question coming up on your screen. Thank you, Saba. Zahir Hussain has gone to heaven. क्या बात है? पहले ही पहुंच गए. I think you are from Kashmir, because Kashmir is said to be the heaven on earth. All right, chalo. Find the value of potential at x is equal to plus x. If a uniform field having magnitude E naught and directed along the positive x-axis exists, take the potential as 0 at x equals to 0. Let's get moving. Let's see how we can do this. Come on, my warriors. There is one formula which you need to use. And remember, if the electric field is E naught and at some point x is equal to 0, the potential is 0, voltage is 0. At some point x, what is the voltage? Well, that formula that you need to use is electric field is minus del V by del x. Usually it is dV by dx, but since the field is uniform, I can replace that d with delta. Okay, so that E over here, what is it? It's E naught. Okay, minus final minus initial divided by delta x, final x minus initial x. Okay, so just move this around. You will get V is equal to minus E naught into x. Okay, that's the answer. Where is it? It's option B, guys. Option B. Yep, very good. It's not plus, be careful. It's, yeah, it is option B. That minus sign makes a difference, guys. Be careful. Yep. Okay, chalo. Guys, शायद एक बच्चा है फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड का, वो सोच रहा है उसका क्लास चल रहा है, A फॉर एप्पल, B फॉर बेस्ट टीचर, B फॉर बायोलॉजी, C फॉर कैप्टो. वो अटेंड कर रहा है अभी अपना लेक्चर. उसको लग रहा है अपन ABCD पढ़ा रहा है. एंड ही सीइंग लॉट ऑफ वेरिएबल्स लाइक V, सारे अल्फाबेट्स, all alphabets. Guys, this lecture is open for first and second standard kids also. All the first and second standard kids, come on, join in, bacha log. We are learning all the alphabets. You can see all the alphabets over here. We can also study animals as well. We are going to learn snakes over here. We saw some snakes. Yes, we saw snakes also today. Yep, we saw snakes. Yeah, lot of snakes. Okay, ठीक है. So that's the topic of today's class, snakes and alphabets. Next question. Come on, my warriors. Two springs P and Q having stiffness K1 and K2 less than K1 respectively are stretched by equal forces. Then which of the following is correct? Come on, my warriors. But five many times. Okay, Ayat. Chalo. Let's get going, guys. Two springs P and Q having stiffness are different. Equal forces से stretch किया. You stretch it by equal forces. Which one will have more work? Okay, come on, think about it. Very interesting question. B or C or A? Interesting. Well, I'll tell you what. The forces are equal. Spring constants are not. So F will be K1 x1 and also F will be equal to K2 x2. Now work in general is half kx square. I can write it like this, half kx whole square divided by k, preserving the equality. Nothing is going wrong over here. Kx is f, so half f square by k. Now understand, both the springs have different k's, that means different extensions. So replace this kx in one simple form as half f square by k. Now you can see F is same for both of them. The one which has more K will obviously have less work or less energy stored in it. So one which has more K, who has more K? K1. K1 is more. So if K1 is more, that means Q is more. Q has more K, that means Q will have less work. That means more work for P. That's it. That's the answer. Like, oops, the answer given over here is wrong, guys. Oops, एक मिनट, यहाँ पर कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया क्या? Let's see once more. Okay, if we have to change the answer, probably let's just do this once more and see this, guys. देख लो, potential energy will be directly going into work. Potential energy was half kx square, which is nothing but half kx whole square divided by k, which is half f square by k. So that was the work done. So the one which has more k will have less work. Now who is more over here? K1 is more. So K1 more than K2. So if K1 is more than K2, that means work 1 will be less than work 2. K1 किसके लिए था? K1 was for P and K2 was for Q. So more work should be done for Q. Oh yes, more work is done for Q. Yes, that is option A. My bad. Yeah. So more work will be done for Q, guys. I think while reading it, I read it ulta or something. Okay, chalo. Yes, A for awesome. Amazing. Clear, guys? Option A is correct. This logic is clear. This transformation is interesting. You saw that? Kx ikhatta bula liya. You call this kx together. You wrote it as f because f was same. So then it becomes easy to compare the works or their energies. All right, let's get moving to the next one coming up on your screen. A mass m is broken into 2 point masses and separated by some distance. Acha, a mass is broken into 2 point masses separated by some distance. The ratio of the masses for which their mutual gravity is largest is. Come on, my warriors. Yana, just solve problems, bacha. Just solve a lot of problems. Solve, revise formulas. That's all. Okay. Yep, Akansha, we are covering all the short important topics. Many of you are saying C. Well, see guys, you should know one simple rule. When you have a big mass and you divide it into two smaller masses, M1 and M2, then the force between them, obviously by the way, m1 plus m2 is m. The force of attraction between them will be g m1 m2 by r square. Now it's obvious that if you want to make this maximum, the product should be maximum. Now remember this line, this will save you a lot of trouble of minimas, maximas and other maths. If the sum of two numbers is constant, look at this, sum of two numbers is constant, then their product, you can see the product is maximum when they are equal. When they are equal. Keep this in mind. You can take some example also, like say x plus y is equal to 4. Take this as 0, or don't take it as 0. I mean, like you can take this as 1, take this as 3. 1 into 3 is 3. Take this as 2, this as 2. 2 2s are 4. So when the two numbers are equal, their product is maximum. That's how it works. So basically the masses will be in the ratio of 1:1. Hence option C is correct. Okay, keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. Everybody clear? Yeah, this is how you need to do. Okay, guys, during exams, I mean, you need to just keep it cool. Just thoda ekdam pleasant तरीके से जाओ. Don't be too jovial also. Don't be too angry. Don't be too extreme. Reactions are bad. Just keep yourself normal, calm rakho, because just like how you are right now, that's why I'm trying to keep the mood a little bit calm and composed, so that you guys also don't get stressed out. That's very important. नहीं तो फिर तुम बहुत टेंशन लोगे ना, तो फिर कुछ नहीं समझ में आएगा. You will think, अरे ये क्या है, ये क्या है, ये क्या है. So keep it cool. Okay, that's it. Chalo, let's go to the next question. Heat generated in a circuit is given by I square RT. Current, resistance, time is given. Percentage errors are also given. Then the maximum error in measuring heat. Errors related question for sure, you might get it in the NEET examination. Errors and units and dimensions. For sure, guys, there will be questions on that. So you cannot ignore this. Yes, come on, my warriors. Let's see. So Q is nothing but I square RT. So we know that relative errors del Q by Q is equal to, the power of I is 2. So 2 times del I by I plus power of R is 1. So 1 times del R by R plus T. T's power is 1. So 1 into del T by T. Now you can write all of this in percentages as well. That's okay. You just have to multiply it by 100 everywhere. Now what is given? This del I by del I is how much? 2%. Okay, this is given to be 1%, and this is given to be also 1%. So this will be 2 into 2% plus 1% plus 1%. So how much will it be? 2 to the 4, 4 plus 1 plus 1. That's 6. 6 is there over here. Yes, 6%. D for doctor, which everyone are going to become very soon. D for doctor, finally. Yep, D for doctor. Beautiful. Excellent. Guys, I have one question for you. What if, for example, Q is equal to I square RT, right? What if Q was I squared RT divided by some L, I don't know, something like G raised to half. Example, just something. Okay, I'm just adding some numbers. Then what will happen? There will be some more terms over here. What will be the extra terms? For that, you take that L and G on the top. This will become I squared RT, L raised to minus 1, G raised to minus half. So that extra terms ahead will it be minus 1? No, always take positive. Always take the modulus of the power. So there will be plus 1 into delta L by L, and G's power is negative half. Again take modulus. So plus a half delta G by G. Let's see how many of you got it. Very good. Add it. Don't take negative. Okay, that's how you should do it. Yes, errors will always add up, not subtract. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Keep this in mind. Chalo, next question. Yes, the correct answer was D, guys. Moving on to the next question. Okay, the threshold frequency of metallic surface corresponds to 6.2 electron volt. Stopping potential is 5 volt. The incident radiation. For sure, questions on photoelectric effect, photons, And also electromagnetic waves, you should know this, which region is, and all of that, like which wave has approximately how much, wavelength and all of that. Come on, let's see how many of you can do this. So for KTG Joseph, just watch my formula revision session. There are direct formula substitution based question. I have given a beautiful table for different degrees of freedom, for CV, CP, CP minus CV, gamma, and all of that. Just look at the table, that's enough. Okay, just direct substitution based question. I want to take more conceptual and more thinking based questions today rather than just substitution. Now you have to use photoelectric equation. HF is equal to work function plus EVS. Acha. So HF I can just write this HF also as something, guys. I can write this as HC by lambda is equal to work function, that's 6.2 electron volt plus E into stopping voltage is 5. So this will become 11.2 electron volt. Okay. Now what to do? 11.2 electron volt, right? You know what to do with HC by lambda. I have given this in formula revision session and you know it also. This is 12400 in electron volt, provided this lambda is in Armstrong. Lambda is in Armstrong. Now just solve this, guys. So this lambda in Armstrong will be I would say 124, right? Yes, 124. All right, just check this out. And this is 0 divided by 11.2. Just check this out. Now just do the math and let me know how much it is approximately. No, don't do 0.693 by lambda. 0.693 by lambda is be careful, guys. 0.693 by lambda is the T-half Allingen de Rosario. Be careful. Yes. So 12400 divided by 11.2 approximately. Come on, guys. Are you getting this as that's for half-life. Is this frequency, is this wavelength coming out to be very, very close to, what is it coming out to be? Very close to around 1100 or something, or 2000, 1100 Armstrongs or something. This range should now tell you 1100 Armstrongs roughly. Okay, now you should know, guys, see, violet color to red color, this range, you should know this. This is nothing but around 7000 Armstrongs, and violet color is around 4000 Armstrongs. Before this, you have ultraviolet, and after this, you have infrared. And if you go further down, you have X-rays over here for very, very short wavelengths in Armstrong. So this region is in ultraviolet region. Yep, it is ultraviolet region. Be careful. It's not X-rays. Okay. X-rays are in 1 Armstrong to, or rather I would say few Armstrongs, just few Armstrongs. If it is in like 2 Armstrongs, 0.5 Armstrongs and all of that, then it is, in X-rays. So it is in ultraviolet region. Yes. I haven't converted 5 volts to 5 electron volt. I have already done that beta. Okay. So when I wrote HF is equal to 5 plus E into Vs, stopping potential is always in volts. This is E into 5 volts. It's already there. And this phi was given to be 6.2 E into volts. So I have taken that volts common, and 6.2 plus 5, I have written it as 11.2 E volts. Understand? So this is already taken care of. It's already taken care of. Okay? I hope this is clear. Understood, bacha? Very good. Very good. Okay. Yes, Sankul, almost all the important topics are there, not complete syllabus. Important topics. Let's see if we can do this question. This is very... yes, you can take Newton meter also. It's up to you. It's the one and the same thing. Okay, how to remember wavelength of spectrum, Ramakrishna? You should revise it. See, 4000 to 7000 Armstrongs is visible spectrum. Lower wavelength, small wavelength is violet, long wavelength is red. X-rays is in few angstrongs. If you remember this much, automatically you will be able to remember other things. Don't have to remember exact values. So radio waves will be in meters, long radio waves. Meters mein hoga wavelength. That's all. Okay, very good. Chalo. Okay, come on guys. Let's do this question. Okay, now for this question on atomic structure, in increasing magnitudes, you have spherical lines. Okay, now don't get confused by this word. What it means is, let's say I have 3 energy levels. For example, energy level 1, energy level 2, energy level 3. There are 3 lines, 3 energy levels give rise to 3 spherical lines, matlab in cyclic order. So one transition can be from here to here, another transition can be from here to here, another transition can be from here to here. Now we all know energy is hc by lambda. The one which has more energy will have less lambda. The one which has less energy will have more lambda. Okay. So there are 3 wavelengths in increasing order. So lambda 1 is least. Lambda 1 is least. That means energy will be highest. So this will be for lambda 1, this will be for lambda 2, and this will be for lambda 3. That's all you need to do. Rest is simple addition, subtraction. I'll tell you how. Lambda 1 comes from E3 to E1. So E3 minus E1 is Hc by lambda 1. Fair enough. Then lambda 3, Hc by lambda 3 will come from 3 to 2. So E3 minus E2. Similarly, Hc by lambda 2. Lambda 2 will come from, look at that, 2 to 1. So it will be E2 minus E1. Now guys, you just need to see this very clearly over here. If I take this and add them over here, E3 minus E2 plus E2 minus E1, just add them, what will you get? Are you seeing this? E3 minus E1, this is equal to E3 minus E2 plus E2 minus E1. So therefore, I can say easily Hc by lambda 1 is Hc by lambda 3 plus Hc by lambda 2. So Hc goes 1 by lambda 1 is 1 by lambda 3 plus 1 by lambda 2. That is option C. Yep. Option C, guys. Look at that. Option C is correct. Be careful. Understood? Yes, Vicky, yes, the PDF will be provided. Don't worry. Okay. Correct? Understood? So that's the meaning of spherical lines. Spherical lines means they are in order. Like you would have seen cyclic expressions. A, B, C. Replace A with B, B with C, C with A. So that's a cyclic expression. So similarly, it's a cyclic 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 1. All things are there. All lines are there. So that's the answer, guys. All right. Moving on to the next question coming up on your screen. Okay. So A to Z, what just happened in the previous question? See, understand, you had E3 minus E1. You had E3 minus E2. You had E2 minus E1. So when you add these two, what will you get? E3 minus E1. Correct? So addition of these two gives me this. So that's why whatever was there on the RHS, I have added these two to get this over here. That's all. Okay? That's all I have done. Nothing else. Just go by energy lines. It's very simple. Okay? What you do if you are unable to approach in the exam? Hayat, simple thing what you should do. Please practice these kind of questions now after the session is over from your books. Just try to search or just try to see questions similar to this and try to solve them. Only then you will be able to apply it in the exam. Okay? Remember, for NEET examination, if you practice enough variety, it's more than sufficient to crack it because you won't get very difficult questions. Standard type of questions are there. Maybe few questions will be difficult, but again you can crack it. So if you know all kinds of variety of question, trust me, and if you have practiced enough, you can crack it. You don't have to waste time too much, into thinking of how to do this question. Okay, this is a mirror which is inclined with some horizontal surface with theta. Ray of light is incident. So the question is, what is the angle made by reflected ray? Okay, many of you are saying B, some of you are saying D. Okay. Zuleka, I would be talking in English, bacha, alright, because the exam is in English. Alright, come on, my warriors. Sakshi, that's why I had told you to join the crash course for getting those questions. So the link was always there in the description box to get all the questions for NEET examination. There were thousands of questions from all the chapters for all the subjects. So if you had solved all those assignments, trust me, you are already at a very, very good stage. All right. Well, the correct answer is, be careful. See, the light will reflect, and if this angle is incident, this will be reflected. So if this is theta, this will be also theta. Now we all know for two parallel lines, a line which intersects, this makes same angles. Don't you see the same thing happening over here? Don't you see the same thing happening over here? So this is actually horizontal. So the question says the angle made by the reflected ray with the horizontal. This answer will be 0 degrees. Hence the answer is D. Many of you made a mistake. Thank you Swaraj. Yes, please post the notes in YouTube. Yana, one thing which I don't believe in physics is posting notes. But if you still want my notes, it's already there on my Enthuse channel, PDF. All the chapter notes are there. Okay, all the chapter notes. So those of you who do not know what to do, see, it is here. I'll just go to the next question after this. I'll show you. It's over here on Enthuse channel. So when you go to playlist. Go to playlist over here. Go down, 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 down. Physics, Shreyas Sir. That's it. And you can see all chapter playlists are there. So if you open, let's say for example, something like, I don't know, say, I don't know, let's say Gauss's law. Okay, just an example over here. And if you go down over here, you will see for Gauss's law, there will be PDF, and that PDF will also have, where do we have? Yeah, we have all the theory. Okay, all the theory notes are there in diagrammatic form, formulas, all right, all important questions, everything are there. Okay, answers are also there, formulas, again theory, everything is there. Okay, you can see that. That's how you can get all the individual notes for any particular chapter that you are looking for. Okay, fine. How 0? यार देखो ना, ये थीटा है, so this is incident, this is reflected, this is theta. इतना तो मानते हो ना? Everybody agrees to this. Why is that theta? Because this is angle of incidence, this is angle of reflection. So this is a line. Total angle will be 180. If these two are equal, this and this will be equal. Now if this is theta, don't you see? This line is parallel to this line. This is an intercept. These two angles are same. So parallel lines. So this is horizontal. What is the angle made by a reflected ray with the horizontal? 0 degrees. Got it? Horizontal के साथ 0 degree बना रहा. Understood Rama? Understood Ashia? Yeah? Clear? Now is it clear everyone? Yep. Got it? Very good. So don't make that mistake, bacha. It is not theta. It is, read again. See what is asked in the question. With horizontal. They did not ask. If the question said with inclined plane, then what will your answer be? With the inclined plane, what is the angle made by the reflected ray? Then this answer would have been theta. Yes, then that answer would have been theta. Option A. Yep, correct. So read what is asked in the question, guys. Okay, the answer is 0. Thank you, Sairaj MSR. All right. All right. Pooja, hello. एक बार और हो गया, Yachna, Tanwar. All right. Next question coming up on your screen on AC circuits. Very, very important again. Okay. So resistance R is 100 ohm. Inductance is this much, capacitance is this much. It's a very good question. It will be probably under the difficult category for NEET examination. AC source is also given, frequency not given. The readings of the voltmeters V1 and V2 are same. This is very interesting. Now look at that. Whenever the readings across voltage measured across inductor and capacitor are same, it directly implies one thing. It is in resonance. Everybody understanding that? When VL is equal to VC, then understand it only means one thing. The circuit is in resonance with the AC source. Now just think about it. What will be the frequency? Omega will be 1 by root LC. So what is L? L is this 2 by pi, I suppose, into capacitance, that's again, yep, yes, it's 8 by pi into, but it is micro, so 10 to the power minus 6. So this will become 1 by 2 8s are 16, root of 16 is 4, pi square's root will become pi, 10 to the power minus 6 root will become 10 to the power minus 6. Omega is 2 pi f. By the way, this can be also written down as, oops, sorry guys, this was supposed to be 10 to the power 3. Yep, 10 to the power minus 6 root is 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, so this will become 10 to the power 3 on the top. This will be 4 below. That pi will also go on the top. Now cancel things like pi, pi, by. Okay, now f over here is only remaining. So f will be 1000 divided by 4 into 2 is nothing but 8. So this will be nothing but 125 hertz. So this is correct. But the question says, which of the following are wrong? Obviously, if this is correct, this has to be wrong. Will you waste your time checking these? Will you waste your time in the examination hall checking these? No, right? Obviously. Yeah, that's it. Option B, you will mark. Yeah, don't mark option A. You will mark option B. Be careful. Be careful. Yeah. But if you want to check this, yeah, you can do that. No problem. Current is voltage by R. What is the voltage? Where is the voltage? Where is the voltage? 200. So voltage by resistance. What is the resistance? 100. So that is 2 amperes. Oh, that is anyways correct. And you can try out V also. V1 is equal to V2 is equal to VL. VL is nothing but I into XL. I into XL is omega L. So you know the value of I, you know the value of omega, you know the value of L, just substitute it. You will also get V1 is equal to V2 is equal to 1000. That's it. Okay, great. I hope this is clear. We have to read full question what is asked. Yes, definitely Asima. Correcto. Yep. Let's get moving to the next question coming up on your screen. Yep, the answer was B. B was wrong because if A is correct, obviously B is wrong. Okay, next question coming up on your screen. Okay, can we use F is equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC? Yes, definitely, Joseph. It's the same thing. Either you remember F or you remember omega. It's one and the same thing. It's up to you what you want to remember. Okay, I usually remember omega. From that I get F. That's one and the same thing. If a given point P is in contact with the ground initially based on rotation and the wheel of radius R is in pure rolling motion, the displacement of that point P when the point P goes on the top. So the wheel is rolling. So right now it is in contact with the ground. As it goes on the top, what's the displacement? What's the displacement of that point P? Okay, come on my warriors, think about it. Some of you are saying A, some of you are saying D for doctor, some of you are also saying B for bio. Anil Ekta Sharma, what a name. कितने लोग मिलके अटेंड कर रहा है एक अकाउंट पे? So maybe a few more questions, bacha. All right. A, sure. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll break you the answer. And here is the problem in this question. This point P is not just going up. It is also going sideways because it is rolling. It's given clearly. It is pure rolling. So in half a revolution, this is exactly half revolution, this point would have obviously traveled pi r distance. Every point on the sphere would have traveled pi r distance, but each point might go up and down depending on where they were. This point has gone here. So actually you have to find this. Be careful. You have to find this distance d. This height is r plus r, which is 2r, and the base is pi r. Use Pythagoras. So d square will be 2r square plus pi r square. This will be r square into pi square plus 4. So therefore d is r root of pi square plus 4. Where is the answer? Option D. Understood? Got it? Be careful. Yeah, it has moved sideways also. A lot of people forget that it has rolled. So that plus this will be the total displacement, initial to final position. Very important, very interesting question. So option D is correct. Moving on to the next question coming up on your screen. Doppler effect based question. Source moves with V/2 towards stationary detector. The apparent frequency is F1. When the detector moves with same speed towards the stationary source, the apparent frequency is F2. What is the ratio of F1 by F2? Let's try to do this question. So first situation, the source moves towards the stationary detector. Okay, this is the source. He moves with speed of V/2 towards the stationary detector. The source has a frequency, let's say F0, and the detector here is a frequency F1. Now use the formula. F1 is equal to F0 speed of sound plus minus speed of detector, and this is speed of source. How do I use this? F1 will be equal to F0 speed of sound V. Okay, this is also V. Source is moving, detector is not, so this will be 0. So nothing will happen on the numerator. In the denominator, speed of the source is V/2. Now will I put a plus sign or will I put a minus sign? Let's see how many of you are able to visualize this. How are you going to do this? Achha, come on. Think plus or minus, it will be minus sign. Why? Because the frequency will increase. When you go closer, the frequency will increase, guys. So the moment the frequency increases, what will happen? Denominator will become small. How do you make it small? By making a minus sign. So this will become F0 into V by V/2, which is 2F0. That's it. For the second scenario, the source is at rest, which is emitting F0, and the detector is moving with V/2. Okay, so the apparent frequency heard is F2. This time F2 will be F0, V will come, nothing will come in the denominator because source is at rest. Detector is moving with V/2, but when the detector comes closer, when you come close, frequency increases, apparent frequency increases. How do you increase this? By increasing the numerator. So put a plus sign. So this is going to be 1 plus 1/2, 3/2. So this will be 3/2 F0. Now the only thing left is the ratio. So when you divide them, just take the division. F1 by F2 will be, what is it? 3, oops, sorry, not 3. What is it? 2. 2F0 divided by 3F0/2. So that should be nothing but 4/3. 4/3 is not there. I think this should have been 4/3, guys. This should have been 4/3. Just check this out. Yep. Yeah, I think the options printed were wrong, but this answer should be 4/3. Yep. I think there was a printing mistake. Like it is 4:1. This was supposed to be 4:3 or something. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the answer. Understood how to solve this question? Doppler effect based question. Yeah. So I'll change the answer in the PDF. Don't worry. It is not 8/3. It is 4/3. All right, cool. So that brings us to the end of the session. Now, first of all, few things that you should do before the exam. This is very important. Don't ignore. Number 1, please go through the checklist of things which I think Vani ma'am has already made on your channel on what to carry, what not to carry, what's the dress code, etc. Just go through it once, not on Sunday, but on Saturday itself. Okay, so probably in the afternoon or something, or evening, just do that. So go through all the list. Make sure you put your location on the maps. Check out how much time does it take to travel. Think about how you are going to reach the examination center, how you are going to come back. That's okay. Even if you don't come back, aram se if you come back, it's okay. Okay, but guys, please come back, because we are going to be here for you at 5:15 or 5:30 to discuss the paper. We are going to discuss the paper right here. I'm also going to be here on this channel. Guys, you want me to discuss the paper, don't you? We're going to have a fun time. Don't worry. Okay, it's not going to be very serious, but we'll have a fun time. We'll also discuss the paper. Okay, so that's one thing. So please put that location. See how you're going to travel. Make sure all the arrangements are done. Number 2, the next thing I would say is please wear comfortable clothes. and make sure that you don't drink too much of water in the morning, because then or whatever just before the exam, or else you have to go to the bathroom. It's a waste of time, needless to say that. Also, do not concentrate on what others are doing. Even if one elephant walks into the room, you should not bother. Remember this, okay? Even when elephant comes into the room, it dances, it does some dance, it does break dance, okay? You should not bother. You should be like, okay, fine, elephant dancing in the room, oh, it's very common, it happens every day, right? Yeah, I don't care. For me right now, the most important thing is writing the examination, okay? Don't care about whatever happens. Yeah, whatever happens in the examination hall should not bother you. I'll tell you why, because I remember one of my friend was telling, and he cleared his IIT exam, and back in 2006 or 5, and that time he wrote the examination in IIT Kanpur, and Kanpur is famous for peacocks. A peacock walked, I'm not kidding, a peacock walked into the examination hall, and the peacock is nicely showing its feathers, and then they had to call the secretary and like, oh, please show away the peacock. Guys, he did not waste his time looking at the peacock and beautiful feathers and writing a poem and thinking about some nice essay on how to write an essay on the peacock, spreading its feathers. He was fully focused on his exam, and that's why he cleared his exam and he passed out from IIT Kanpur. So remember this, concentrate only on your examination. Yeah, I'm not kidding, this is not a joke. I mean, seriously, it happened with my friend. All right. Now, having said that, also remember, the moment you solve a question, immediately switch over to the next question. Don't have those deja vu moments or those emotional moments. Oh, पिछला question में did I do it correctly? Did I do it wrong? No, done. Forget. Move on. Just move on to the next question quickly. Don't hesitate to immediately switch over your mind to the next topic, next subject, whatever it is. Also, have a definite strategy in mind. You should know what you are going to solve first, what you are going to solve second, third, and fourth. Okay, that should be there in your head. I've already made a strategy session for you for that. If you are not yet watched it 1 month back, please watch it right now. I've given the strategy on how to improve your marks beyond 150. Okay, do that. Also remember, if you cannot narrow down to 2 options, do not waste your time marking those options, because it's a big risk. If you want to mark between 3 or 4 options, the probability of getting it correct is less. Only when you are able to narrow it down to 2, that's fine to guess, for few of the questions. It's okay to guess, but calculated guess. Make sure you do that. All right. And remember a few more things, guys, that try to read the question very carefully, like I have been telling you. Don't ever be overconfident or be underconfident. And the first 15 minutes, it's said as a golden rule, the first 15 minutes are very important, because that's where your temperament of the examination, your mood of the examination is set. If you do good in first 15 minutes, the whole paper will go very well. If you do very bad, or you get scared, you get very nervous, the entire paper you will be nervous. So try to do those confident questions in those first 15 minutes or half an hour. Okay, get that confidence, achieve that level of confidence and that determination कि भाई yes, अभी तो फोड़ना है यार, कर लेंगे, अभी तो कुछ नहीं है, ये तो simple लग रहा है मेरे को. So do easy ones first. Remember, scoring marks is more important than solving more questions. So if you do not know a question, it's okay to leave it for now, come back to it later on, because in the time that you will waste for that question, you might actually end up solving more easy questions. Remember, NEET paper will have many easy physics questions, so you just have to find them. Most of them will be easy. The moment you see a hard question, do not get scared. You should understand that, okay, maybe not now, maybe later on. It's okay, fine. Okay? So guys, I'm pretty sure when I meet you on Sunday, you guys will be very confident, you guys will be very happy, and you guys will be making plans on which college to take, because you guys are going to get really high scores, 600 plus, 650 plus. You are going to do it. In physics also, you're going to get 150 plus, and I'm pretty sure you're going to do it, guys, because you have studied well and you know it truly. Only you know it truly. I don't know how much you are prepared. You know it for yourself. And if you have prepared well. Don't worry about exam tension. You will do well in the examination as well. And you will be coming out with smiles, laughter, and you'll be like, sir, ये question तो आपने किया था, sir, ये formula देखा था, sir, वो question मैंने वो test series में देखा था, sir, I know this. You are going to say that. And that's what I'll be waiting for on Sunday. All of us are going to be here for you guys on Sunday, guys. So all the best, and please sleep well. Do not sacrifice sleep. Please sleep well, okay? Minimum 7 hours of sleep, very, very important. Don't go with a headache. Don't go with sleep deprivation to the examination hall. All the best to my future doctors, my lovely warriors, and we Biotonians. Don't be afraid of anything. Physics, simple. I have given you the strategy. Physics is simple. Keep saying it in your head. Physics is simple. Physics is crackable. I am going to get above 150 again and again, and we are going to do it, guys. We are going to do it for sure. Physics is not difficult. Physics is as easy as biology. You're going to do it. You have to become doctors. You have to crack. You have to crack physics. Obviously, you're going to do that. Yeah. How many questions you should solve in the last 2 days? As much as you feel comfortable. There is no number. If you can solve 100, do 100. If you can solve 10, that's okay. If you can solve 200, do 200. Okay. As much as you can. But don't get tense. Don't solve difficult questions, or don't venture into uncharted territories, as in don't do something which you have not done before. Okay, do what you have done. All right. So guys, that's it. That would be my last class on this channel. I mean, I'll be coming again on Sunday, but before the NEET exam, that's it. Okay. So I'll be seeing you on the other side. And if you want to know more about me, you know where to follow me. That's Shreyas_Vedantu. And do not forget to smash the like button and hit the subscribe button down there. See you guys. All the very best, my future doctors. Take care. Hasta la vista.